Welcome to my creative chronic life, and today I'm back with another video for you, and today I'll be sharing my notes section and my social media section in my A5 wide planner. And if you're not sure where I got this from, I picked this up from Harriet Wright Designs. It's the A5 wide planner with the bookish theme cover, which is interchangeable, and it has the gold foil. So I think we got up to January. Yes, we have, so I thought I will start off with February. And I've already laid down the stickers, and I just thought I would run through everything with you. So we'll start off on the right hand side section. I mostly like to use my leftover stickers because I don't really like to use a full kit, and majority of the time I have a few leftovers, because what I always do is I always buy a monthly A5 wide kit and then a monthly B6 kit, and usually combined I have leftover stickers and then I'm able to use them. And if I've bought like a matching kit, which I did do in this case, if I have leftover headers or if I have leftover stickers, I just like to use them here. So here we've got a monthly section, February, and this is from Little Bloom Papery. I picked this up in the Advent. And then this monthly script is from Little Bloom Papery again. I picked this up in the Advent. Now this, behind this scene, is a Polaroid picture which I've just turned on its side, and usually it'd have like a little clip here, but I've covered that with a deco scene. And then here I've had a full box left, and it says, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. And this was from the Valentine's kit last year. And then I had this gold header which is from Harriet Wright Designs, and then this again was from a full kit which was left over, so I just thought I would pop it here. Now this in itself is half of a A5 wide kit border, which I decided to cut up and put here as like a border between the sections. And I always like to write down what orders I've had for the month, just to know when I purchased them, how much they were, and if the order's been fulfilled or not. If the order hasn't been fulfilled, I just put a little X, so then I know that next month it hasn't arrived and I can take it off when it does. Because of course sometimes things delay, you know, time happens, and then these I just tick the orders that have already arrived. And then on the left hand side here, I like to track what kits I'm using per week. So my monthly Harriet Wright Designs kit in gold foil, and then I've got week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4. And then here on the right hand side I like to write down what favourite, so it could be what I went and watched at the cinema. If I'm loving a particular Netflix series, which I did, I loved watching One Day on Netflix. I started watching And with an E, and then The Gentleman. And then here in this little section here, if it's anybody's birthdays, anything particular like to celebrate, like a holiday, I will pop that down in this section here. Now if you're wondering where I've picked these items up from here, this is actually in the A5 wide monthly kit and the other B6 kit as well. Now these little strips here, so you know the stickers in between a kit, and then you're just left with like the end of the stickers on the paper. Well, what I like to do is just cut them up because they're thin enough, and this way I don't really have to draw lines myself. And I just think you can see a little bit of the floral elements, and I don't mind that at all. It just makes it easier for me to be able to lay down these stickers this way than to have to sit there and, you know, draw line by line. I think it looks prettier. And then here at the bottom I've used some weekday headers left over from a kit, and then again this was a border from a kit as well that I didn't use because you'll see in another video where I share for the month of February, this was from the Valentine's kit last year, so I planned it in a different way. So any leftovers I like to keep and then using this section here. And then let's go over to my social media section. Now this strip is left over from my B6 monthly section, and then this script is from Little Bloom Papery. And then here you normally get I'll explain. So here you get a section like this, so you get your February section, you get like another section at the top, and then you always get a strip. You can choose between having a strip and boxes. So I usually have a B6 and an A5 wide kit. So what I like to do is put a strip here, and then the leftover I put on this side here, just so that then I can track what's important, my favorites for the month, finances and goals for the month. And then here I've used some leftover headers, and these strips you'll find in the B6 kit. And all I've done is just mark down any YouTube videos that I'm posting and what date I've posted them on for, and then I'm just marking down how many followers I've gained per month on YouTube and Instagram. And if you're looking for some favorites, I'll just mention here, and these are all over on YouTube. So My Little Journal, Shantae Plans, My Little Journal and Shantae Plans are both wonderful channels where you can follow them. And Shantae Plans usually does like a similar setup with an A5 or a B6 one. My Little Journal is usually more about journaling. Both are brilliant to watch. And then just for like some personal channels, I watch Carter Sullivan, Angelique Hartman and Elaine Pachurli, and I really love watching her. She's got her own makeup brand. And then Carter Sullivan, she's in America, and so is Angelique Hartman, and they usually vlog about their lifestyles, day to day, what's going on. And then Caitlin's Corner is a little bit of everything. She vlogs about life, admin, you know, gives you really good tips. And these are some of my favorite channels over on YouTube, and I just thought I'd mention that. And then here on like my finances section, where I've picked up any kits, so from Designing Life D and Thumbelina Prints, you know, if I've joined Patreon, any kind of apps that I've got, and if I've purchased anything, just to kind of keep track of like what I'm liking at the moment. And then at the bottom I've just got goals for the following month, what I'd like to do for the following month. And you can see here at the bottom the other half of the header, sorry, the other half of the bottom washi strip is here, and I think it just looks really nice, really pretty. And then the next one we've got is for the month of March. Now I'm still in the process of filling in my orders. I've got a few more orders, but these are what are still outstanding, so I've not ticked them off yet. So anything that's outstanding from the next month, I always bring them over to this month. And this March calendar is from Little Bloom Papery. This March, can you see here, like the decor scene is from Harriet Wright Designs. This March script is from Little Bloom Papery. And then these decor scenes all came in a little decor sheet from Harriet Wright Designs. Now this again is leftovers from my Harriet Wright Designs kits, so my A5 wide monthly kit and my B6 kit. So again, we'll start off with this section here, and these are just my orders and the amount. And this strip is from a B6 strip, and you can see how I've just used it to kind of outline and give me the sections that I need. On the left hand side again, I've got my kits that I'm using each month, so I just write them down. Sometimes I haven't quite decided, so I'll just leave them blank until I've planned with them, and then I'll write them here. And then we've got a favourite section, and then if we're celebrating anything, if we've celebrated that Ramadan begins. And I just love how it turns out, because what it means is that usually, if I can turn this over, like it all connects and coincides. And in the event that it doesn't, I don't mind that either, because sometimes I have leftover kits from something else and I might want to use it for, but for the time being I like the fact that it all kind of connects and coincides. And then on the social media side, again, I've not quite had a chance to fill it all in as yet because I do back plan, but you can see for the month of March it's been a very pretty quiet month. So I've used a B6 header here and then a strip along the way just to section it off, and then you've got these check boxes here, so important, favorites, finances and goals, and then week 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and what videos I've made. And then here I've decided to track YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. And then that brings us to the month of April, which that's us now. So I wanted to show you what it looked like without kind of minimal writing on then how and what my setups usually look like. So if I don't get a chance to plan this out before, I always do it after. But this time around we're already in the first week of April and I've already planned it out. Again, this is a leftover monthly kit. So we've got this section up here which is a monthly calendar from Little Bloom Papery. Positive Vibes Only is from Little Bloom Papery, and the April script is from Little Bloom Papery. And this gold flowers kind of in a jar is also from Little Bloom Papery. This is from a leftover kit from Harriet Wright Designs. And then the remainder of this section is all from Harriet Wright Designs. And again, I'll be writing the orders down, the date, orders, if it's been completed, and the amount. And then the left hand side we've got the kits I'll be using per month. So far I've got my monthly section and then week 1, and that's where we're at the moment, and then I'll fill these in along the way, or if I know for sure that this is what I'll be planning with, I will always go ahead and put that in there. We've got a favourite section here, and then if what we're celebrating. So I know we've got Eid al-Fitr, which is a celebration after Ramadan, so we will be celebrating that. I'm not sure of the date, so I'm not really going to pop that in there because it's dependent on the moon sighting. So again, this kit is a B6 and an A5Y kit leftovers combined, and this was from last year from Harriet Wright Designs. And then here on this section, again, we have a leftover. These square boxes usually fit, if I can share with you, like here at the bottom. So on a B6 kit this would be much smaller, so the boxes are much smaller, so for me they fit perfectly in this A5 wide section. So all I do is connect them together. This script is from Little Bloom Papery, and these floral gold elements are from Little Bloom Papery. It all comes in the same jar, and I wanted to add just a little bit of gold in there. And the headers are from a leftover kit from, it's called Lavender, so I think it really connected really well. And then again, this section is always spare because you get an option with Harriet Wright Designs. You can pick, so it comes on a double page, so you just get to pick which one you want to use, which I love because it's so functional. Because some months you might want to write something down, other months you might not want to. And again, we've got important, favorites, finances and goals. And then week 1, 2, 3, 4. I always leave another section here just in case we do have a month of 5, but if I want to know or add down anything else. And then I'm going to mark down how many subscribers I have over on my YouTube and Instagram channel. I just like to see, you know, as I'm posting videos and as I'm posting content, how my channel is growing. If it grows one person a month or 0 a month and I just retain my subscribers, it's absolutely fine. I love that. And that's what we've got. So that's so far, we're up to the month of April. So that's all we've got time for today. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. You can follow me over on Instagram, TikTok and Threads app at My Creative Chronic Life. I also have Book Talk at MCCL Book Talk over on TikTok, and I do have a book club over on Facebook. So I'm more than happy for you to pop over and say hello on any of them platforms. If you'd like to see any videos from me in particular, please let me know. I know I've had a lot of requests for this in particular, and I'm hoping to do that for the month of May. I'm going to record it for you to show you what I've got and how I do it and how I use my leftovers, so it'll give you a good idea if you want to create something similar. Well, thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye bye.